It's been a while since I've made another one of these videos, so let's talk about Dirt 4. More specifically, I am going to be doing a post-platinum review of the game. And of course, before I forget, I gotta do the usual, show off my gaming credentials right here and now. So, I do in fact have earned the platinum for Dirt 4, and it is a time-consuming one at that. So I actually took a break from Dirt 4 when I originally started playing and played through all of the Poppy Playtime games, hence why you guys saw that I did platinum those games as well. And I've also muted the audio for the game because I think the music is going to get me copyright struck. So just to avoid that, I'm just going to be playing the game with basically the audio muted as I'm doing this review. So with that being said though, how is Dirt 4? I think that Dirt 4 is a bloody excellent rally game. So we have a series of different types of events. Now basically, main thing to keep in mind is career is quite long actually. It takes a decent amount of time to get through, especially if you're wanting to reach the Triple Crown and complete the historic rally. Competitive is really just daily, weekly, and monthly events through, I think it's like Race Tech, Rally Tech, something like that. Multiplayer is just jam sessions and club events. Jam sessions being just racing around a track with a bunch of friends and stuff like that. And of course, free players just do whatever tracks you want in whatever order you want, completely up to you. Making your own tournaments and whatever have you. Dirt Academy, learning how to actually drive. And of course, Joyride is where you get a bunch of different tasks to do. Basically, free roam allows you to free roam the main Dirtfish area, which is where all of these tracks are, and you just use different types of cars. You get like a specific time to be like, okay, here's what you get for gold, here's what you get for silver, here's what you get for bronze, and you can just do these like little events over and over again. They are incredibly tough, a lot of them, so in order to get the platinum, you do need to complete 10 of them at gold medal rank, so do keep that in mind. Let's jump into the career mode, and of course career is split into multiple disciplines. So you have rally, you have land rush, which is, so rally is basically going down a track and beating it within a specific time that was set by the previous leader, which is told to you at the beginning of each track that you run. Land rush is basically using buggies off-road. Rallycross is kind of a mix of off-road, on-road, using buggies type of races, and also more sort of like city cars that you'd expect to see, like Suzuki Swifts and whatever have you, racing on dirt slash, like I said, on-road and off-road type of tracks in a short circular motion. Both Land Rush and Rallycross are multi-lap type of affairs, and are significantly shorter and easier compared to the rally, because the rally can really be very grueling in a sense. And historic rally is basically just recreating some old rally moments, not necessarily moments, but like running sort of older rally tracks from back in the day, and these are like more so 70s 80s stuff that you would expect to see, as well as using some older cars for historic rally as well. And of course you have the Triple Crown, which after you place first in both rally, land rush, and Rallycross championships of their finals, you'll be able to do the Triple Crown. The Triple Crown is split again across the three of them, being Rally, Land Rush, and Rallycross, which is basically, I think, the final event in the entire career and the very thing that you're working towards. But it took me like 89 hours to earn the platinum, so as you can probably tell, a significant majority of the time is spent playing through the basic career mode. So I'm just going to go back to like sort of earlier on. We're going to do the Clubman Cup, let's say, as I play through the game and talk about it for a bit, because just to kind of give some ideas, this is a very, very fun game. Gameplay wise, the game is great. It's very reminiscent of the rally games of the past. The handling of cars is great. You know, you need to make sure that you're not speeding off, because this, again, it's worth keeping in mind that this game kind of puts itself in the middle of arcade and simulation. It is neither a simulation game, nor is it really an arcade game. It feels like it's squarely in the middle. And the reason why I say that is because the car handling, the game difficulty, all of the little bits and pieces that you can kind of toggle with the overall difficulty options and whatever have you. So if I go into game preferences, it's all like stuff that you can change to be more like a simulation or be more like an arcade game. So I am playing this game on racer difficulty because I do like the arcade feel of the game. And of course, simulation games or games that are more so simulation based are significantly harder to play through, like your Dirt Rally 2.0, and things like that. So I really do like that this game does take it a bit easier on you. And I am probably at some point going to play Dirt 5 eventually. We'll see how long it takes, but basically the game is bloody excellent. It looks great. The driving feels very good. The game is a lot of fun. The music in the menus is absolutely bloody incredible. I just have nothing but really, really positive things to say. So this is, I guess, where I kind of get into my drawbacks of the game. Basically, one of my main drawbacks is going to be that there's only 4 countries that we visit: Australia, US, Wales, and Switzerland? Switzerland, yeah, because that's where the snow tracks are. We're limited in terms of overall countries that are available to us. And sometimes the tracks can feel a little bit long on the tooth as well, because some tracks are as short as like 3 kilometers, as like you can see with this one, but some tracks can be insanely long. Some that are as long as 18 kilometers for a single race that'll take you basically 15 minutes to complete, which is pretty insane. But then when you realize that the rally portions basically ask you to do 6 stages of each event being 6 events, and you're, let's say you have to do like 7 races, that's like 7 times 6 races to complete that one tournament. So that's like 42 races right then and there, and that is an insane amount of time to spend doing a single cup or championship. And to kind of give you some idea on the fact that what I just said doesn't sound as insane as it might seem, when we get back to the menu, unfortunately I came second, which was not great. But I guess when you're talking, reviewing, and playing at the same time, you kind of do want to let yourself be known and pronounce when you're like reviewing something. Worth keeping in mind, online is completely dead, and the servers were meant to shut down back in 2022, but it seems like they didn't. But if we look at how insane the rally events can get, so this is 5 stages of 6 races. That's about 30 races right then and there. That, and also the Triple Crown, which is just even more so. 5 stages of 8 races being 40 races all up, which is just insane considering how long some of these tracks can get on the tooth. So while we have some like 5s and 7 kilometers, we have some 14 kilometer US tracks right here with Avondale Farm Long Ascent, Sears Forest Long Descent, and of course a big cut byway. So these all, when you put them back to back, it does really feel like an endurance event. When you really think about it, Land Rush and Rallycross are so much shorter by comparison that it's just not even funny. But with that being said, with how long some of the rally events feel like, it can at some points, even though the gameplay is fun, even though you're having a good time, even though the music is great, even though the controls are great, sometimes when events feel way too long, it does kind of strike you as like, oh, do I really want to keep doing this? Because the thing is that when you start an event, you can't stop until you finish it. And of course, you could probably, like, once you finish like one rally event, you could probably do maybe a Land Rush event or a Rallycross event if you really wanted to. Again, the option is available to you to kind of weave between them, but I did rally back to back to back, and ultimately that did kind of mar my experience a little bit due to just how much more rally there was. That being said, it would have been nice to have had sort of an equal amount of each, maybe cut down a little bit on the rally and add more Land Rush, add more Rallycross, add more tracks, add more locations, make it feel a little bit more varied between the 3, rather than like, 70% rally, 20% rallycross, and 10% land rush, for example. That's kind of what it feels like. 70, 10, 20 across the board with each of these types of events. So how do I feel about the game all in all? I do like the game. I think that it is an excellent time. I had an absolutely great time, despite the multiplayer being dead and having to get a few people together to get one very, very specific achievement, which took bloody forever to do. And I don't know how I should be lucky that I even got it at all, to be honest. That was any moment now I will find it. It is a silver. It's not flavor of the week. It is Sweaty, completing 25 events in Pro Tour, which is just, again, like I said, absolutely insane. Or just getting people's help with getting into a new tier for the up and up achievement. But it is a good time nonetheless. I highly, highly recommend the game. If you're wanting to jump into it, I don't know how much longer the online servers are going to last, but if you're going to be playing this game for its achievement, I would rather you start sooner rather than later. But with all that being said though, let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day. So I'll see you guys either tomorrow or the next time I platinum a game, depending on what type of content you watch. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.